All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NEPA TV show. I'm your host, NEPA TV. That's me, and we are going to be it's just going to be me. But you know what? I'm going to include you too. We are going to cast it together. So if you're casting along and I can't hear you, then well, that's pretty cool. But anyways, we're in game number 2 between Zest and Clem. The map is unknown, and it is going to be a PvT. Introduce the players. We have Zest as the red, Protoss in the top right as the red Protoss. And then in the bottom left, we have Liquid Clem as the blue Terran. And again, this is I've seen this map before. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a pretty cool map. It's got some bases and it's got some rocks. So, you know, off to a good start. We see Zest doing his typical pylon gateway right at the edge of the cliff here. This is really cool. I think he does this actually to get better vision of Reapers coming up, which I'm sure Clem is going to do again. He is getting that gas before barracks, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he did get that first, or maybe at the same time. I think it's 12-12, but who knows, man? You can do anything in this game, but will it work? That is the real question. Zest is going to go for a Gateway Cyber, it looks like, into Nexus, I would assume. Because he does have enough minerals pretty soon. And we will probably see... Oh, wow, Zest is actually getting a little antsy with his probe. He didn't do any damage, but he is kind of forcing Clem to get 2 SCVs going. We do have a Reaper that's halfway done for Clem. And Zest is really making Clem's life difficult with getting this command center. So... Zest is technically ahead with the Nexus going down, and we have a second gas going down for Zest. Will we see the same Dark Templar rush that we saw last game, or will we see something different? My money is on something a little bit different. We have an Adept going out, chrono boosted as well. So we're seeing a lot of the same things as we saw last game, which is A-OK. Curious what Clem is going to do this game. Will he do his little strike force stim timing? He's getting a factory and not a second barracks this time, so I think he is going to opt for more of a macro style game. We have Reaper doing some damage on the pylon at the natural expansion of Zest, and Zest did phase in to try to catch up to that Reaper, and Zest really wants that Reaper dead. He is phasing after it. And does he get a hit off? He doesn't. Reapers are pretty dang fast. Those jetpacks are not on them for nothing. We do have a bunker going down, and Adept is phasing in. Will the supply depots be lifted up in time? They do not. And in fact, Zest gets in the base, gets some pretty key scouting information, might even get some SCV kills. We have a starport going down, and Zest is going to phase out, and that Adept is going to die, but not before getting 2 SCVs and some pretty crucial scouting information. That was pretty good for Zest indeed. We see Zest also getting a robotics bay at the natural, but this time he is not really walling off with it at this time. So he is actually getting a fast robotics bay. What is he going to do? Is this going to be some kind of disruptor drop, or is he just going to go straight for early Colossi? We shall see. He is on 1 gateway, so really exciting stuff. Really exciting stuff indeed. I really like these unorthodox kind of games where it's definitely different than the norm, hence unorthodox. Anyways, got 2 Marines coming out. I'm gonna go to the bunker here, and we do see a Warp Prism coming out. So I'm thinking disruptor drop at this time, but we shall see. Clem definitely could just push the envelope here and try to take care of Zest when that happens. But Clem is actually going to... Wow, that was sick mind game. But let's go and talk about these Hellions. Hellions are moving out with the Reaper. And as you can see, Zest has a hallucinated Oracle, completely throwing off Clem, and might even force his hand in trying to get an NG Bay. But maybe Clem... Yeah, at this point, Clem knows that it has to be a hallucination, because they do not do any harassment at all. And we actually see a Colossus coming out. We see the Gravitic Drive, which is the movement speed increase, or the Warp Prism. Are we going to see a Colossus drop with some gateway units? That would be awesome to see. I've never seen that before, but that is my guess. We have an Adept on patrol. Going to see those Hellions, and there aren't any ground forces to stop Clem. at all, and the probe count is going to go down. We do have a stalker that is going to defend. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 probes down, and we have a Colossus coming out, and that is some key scouting information. 10 probes do go down, and we do see the War Prism going out. At this time, Zest has no other option but to attack his opponent. Will Clem have enough defenses for this? He is getting a third command center. He also has a siege tank that is probably going to immediately siege at this time. But I don't think Zest is going to care. Do we see Blink going down? We don't see Blink, but we do see a Twilight Council, so these stalkers will eventually get blinked. Siege tank is down, and we are going to see some fairing from Zest, I believe. War Prism is going down, and we do see some... Wow, some sick Colossus micro. He's picking up the... Zest is picking up the Colossus and trying to micro to the best of his abilities, doing a crap ton of damage to the Bioforce. There's nothing really to defend it. Clem is in kind of a sticky situation at this time. Warp Prism is also microing, trying to make sure that Colossus stays alive. Two Stalkers go down. Three will probably go down at this time. And at this time, Zest will need to do as much damage as he can. He has 12 SCVs, which is more than the probes that he lost, so this is looking to be really worth it at this time. And we do see a mass recall going down for Zest. Really sick play, just really awesome play. Did that War Prism die with the Colossus? No, it is over here at the natural, but a Viking is going to chase down the War Prism. 15 SCVs do go down for Clem, and we're gonna get third base from Zest. So really spicy things going on this game. This is an habanero kind of game for sure for Zest. Very zesty indeed. Oh man. Anyways, we got what is this, a shield battery? Shield battery. Okay, we have some gateways, and we got a dark shrine going down. So why stop at one aggressive move when you could do 2 aggressive moves? We're gonna see Dark Templar, but we're gonna see Dark Shrine, but he's not behind. Stalkers are pulling back to the third base, and we do see that Warp Prism with the Colossus still doing harassment at this time. Siege tank is placed smartly though, and that Colossus, oh, barely gets out. I think he had like 2 HP. I'll take a look once he drops again, but that was, wow, that was pretty dang close. We have some charge coming out. We don't see Blink, so charge is the only thing on the table. We have 2 Dark Templar being warped in, and that Colossus was literally 1 HP, and we have some Dark Templars being into the Warp Prism, morphing into the Warp Prism, but then we have the Vikings that are going to chase him down. Unfortunately, Zest is forced to drop those Dark Templar. Will he get the missile turret at this time? He is going to try to focus it, and unfortunately, Clem has to use his comsat, and the splash from the siege tank actually damages some of some of the SCVs. We actually see Clem was trying to build a missile turret here, I believe. So definitely, Zest is definitely keeping Clem on his toes. And then another Dark Templar comes in, a very annoying position to be in for sure. Siege tanks being forced to hold position so that the SCVs don't die, but the SCVs are still dying. And a comsat finally goes down. He just had enough energy for that one. And we do see the third base, and we see more Dark Templars, and a Dark Templar even blocking the third base in incredible and crazy put together. Crazy plays. Indeed, Marine goes down, and Dark Templars are still doing work. Will this missile turret be done in time? It will be, but man, Zest is really buying himself a bunch of time. He's getting immortals. What else will he get for tech? Probably Colossi and Disruptors. We have more gateways coming out, and Zest is just in a very comfortable position at this time. Dark Templar is still on the field. We may need to see... Okay, comsat does go down, and the orbital command does lift up next to where the Dark Templar was holding position. We have Dark Templar taking care of the stray SCVs that we're transferring over, and Clem is just in a really rough position right now. Really, oh man, another SCV goes down. The SCVs are forced to evict from their apartments to go north side. Oh man. We have that Colossus with 1 HP over there. We have an Archon on the field, and we have charge lights as well. Upgrades are looking like one upgrades, and it looks like Clem has had enough of this BS. He's going in, but does this Colossus will go down, and Clem is actually pulling the boys. This is crazy going down for Clem. Will he do enough damage? And we do see attack from 2 angles, and Clem is about to get sandwiched, and the siege tanks do not go down. And that's game Wow, incredible play from Zest, absolutely dominating his opponent in every stretch of the imagination. Definitely definitely an improvement from the last game indeed, but Clem might still be in this. He is also a solid player. He'll probably learn from his mistakes in the next game. And speaking of which, I will see you there. Peace.